Hi guys, welcome to my channel. So today I have created this autumn stroke fall look, and the colours that I've used have been inspired by the colours that I see on the leaves, the colours changing on the leaves during this period. And to create this look I've used the colours from this palette here, which is the Nubian palette by Juvia's Palace. Now I saw Nikki tutorials talking about this quite a bit, not just this palette but the other palettes within the range as well, and they just look so good, and she just sold it to me, so I had to get hold of it. I have had this palette for a while and I have used it quite a bit already, but I hadn't done a tutorial on this, so I thought this is the perfect time, because if you open it and have a look at the colours, they are perfect for autumn, I feel. I mean, you can use them for any time, but because of these orangey reddy tones, I think it goes perfectly for this look. So if you guys want to see how I created this look using this palette, please keep watching. Don't forget to thumbs up if you like this video, and please do subscribe to my channel too. So firstly, I'm using this Fast Repair Eye Cream by MAC, and I'm just applying that under the eyes. And as always, I'm starting off with my eyes, and I'm using the Urban Decay Original Primer Potion first, just to prime my eyelids. You can skip this step if you wanted to, but I feel that this primer works really well to help reduce the creasing in my eyes. And then just to neutralise my eyelids, I'm going in with the MAC Paintpot in the shade Laying Low. If you don't have a lot of pigmentation or different colouring on your eyelids, you can skip this step too. And then I'm setting all that with my Kryolan translucent setting powder. Any setting powder would do, it just helps to allow the eyeshadows to blend nicely after. And then taking the Nubian palette, I'm taking this shade here first of all, and I'm using a large fluffy brush, and I'm using that just along my crease. So just need to do a side to side motion, and you can take the colouring up towards the brow bone too. I'm then taking this shade here, which is ever so slightly darker, more warmer, and going over the same points, but literally this time, instead of taking the brush slightly higher, I'm literally just keeping it in the crease here. Add as much or as little of the colour as you like, just to get the right balance. And then taking this Sigma E36 blending brush, I'm taking this shade here and working it along my crease again, almost creating like a cut crease look. So I'm just doing a side to side motion, but really light-handed. And then I'm taking this shade here using my MAC 221 brush. I'm just going over the top of that, and this will just help to blend it out a little bit more so it's not looking as harsh. And again, just another side to side motion over the top of the original colour. And then to highlight my brow bone, I'm taking this shade here, and I'm literally just dabbing the brush once really lightly, because this colour is so strong and so bright, and because my skin colour is a lot warmer, I think it's going to show up really bright if I go in quite heavy handed with the brush. So I'm starting off at the arch of my brow bone and working it out, and I think that light application was good enough for me. And then the star of the show, which is this colour here, and I'm just using my MAC eyeshadow brush for this, and this is just literally one swipe across the eyeshadow pan, and it is so pigmented, so it's so good. Check that out, guys. This is literally one swipe on the pan, and if I'd wet my brush or dampened it with the MAC Fix Plus or something, it would have been even stronger. So if you do want a brighter colour, by all means do spray the brush with the MAC Fix Plus spray, and you will see a difference there. And so it's not looking too flat across my eyelid, I'm taking this shade here, just a tiny bit on my MAC 221 brush, and just applying it to the outer corners. And this just gives it more of like a reddy look. Apply as much of the colour as you like, guys. And then for my eyeliner, I'm using none other than my Inglot black gel liner. So as usual, I'm starting off at the outer sort of corner, creating like a small flick, and then working the product, or the brush should I say, in the center of my eyes and moving it across the eyelid. So for my foundation, I'm using the Urban Decay All Nighter foundation, and this one is in the shade 7.0. The first one that I got was 8.0, and I found that it went a little bit darker after maybe about 5-10 minutes or so. And so it looked a bit darker on my face. So I'm going to try one shade lighter and see how that goes. Fingers crossed. So I'm just first dotting the product around my face using a flat foundation brush, and then just buffing it out using my Morphe M439 brush. You can use a damp beauty blender sponge if you wanted to as well. So it is looking a little bit lighter compared to my normal skin colour, but when I tried shade 8.0 it went on really well, but it darkened really quickly. So I'm hoping that this will then just darken a little bit, plus when I powder on top and bronze etc, I'm sure it'll just take it away. But I'm now moving along to the under eye area, and I'm taking my Naked Skin colour corrector in the shade Peach by Urban Decay. And so I'm just applying a small amount under my eyes, mainly starting in the area that's closer to my nose, and then using the damp beauty blender sponge just to blend it out. And then my favourite concealer stroke highlighter, and it's the Urban Decay Naked Skin Weightless Complete Coverage Concealer, and this is in the shade Medium Neutral. So I'm applying that in my usual areas, which is under my eyes in an upside down triangle shape, down the bridge of my nose, a little bit on my forehead, on my cupid's bow, and under the areas where I would normally contour, and then I'm using my damp beauty blender sponge just to blend everything away. So before I move on to contouring etc, I'm just going to set all that with my Kryolan setting powder. Any setting powder would do, but this just helps to reduce the creasing under the eyes or the areas where the concealer is applied, and helps to set it. For my liquid contour, I'm taking the Darkening Shade Adjusting Drops by The Body Shop. Literally, I just did one drop on a palette and dipped my brush into it, and it is really strong. So you just need the tiniest amount. You can always build with it, which is what I'm doing as well on the hollows of my cheeks. But yeah, use as much as you like or as less as you like, but it's really good product for cream or liquid contouring. So then, just to bronze on top of that with a powder, I'm taking the Carli Bybel palette, and I'm taking the highlighter, but the darker shade of that, and using a large brush, and this is by Real Techniques, I'm literally just dabbing the brush once, like so, and applying it, because it is very pigmented. This shade kind of reminds me of the Kat Von D bronzer in Shady Business 2, but this one's just got a bit more sheen to it. So because I want my eyes to stand out more, I'm going to keep the rest of my face pretty subtle or more neutral as much as possible. So for my blush, I'm taking Melba by MAC, which is a soft peachy colour, but it's quite light, which is really nice. You can stick to more nuder tones as well. Something like Harmony by MAC is another good one. And for my highlight, I'm taking this shade here, again from the Carli Bybel palette, and it's more of a gold tone highlight. Again, be careful with the amount that you pick up on the brush, guys, because these products are super pigmented. Always start off with a little, and you can always build on top. Then moving on to my brows, I'm taking the Goof Proof Eyebrow Pencil by Benefit, and this is in the shade number 6. I just can't put this brow pencil down. This, by all means, I think is my best eyebrow pencil so far. It's similar to the ABH one. And then I'm taking the Scandeleyes Black Eye Pencil by Rimmel just to tightline my upper and lower waterlines. This is my favourite drugstore black eye pencil. It is so creamy and just glides on really nicely. And then just under that, I'm taking my brown eye pencil by Mememe, but you can use any brown eye pencil, and just concentrating more of the colour on the outer third as such, and just very lightly taking it underneath. You can go as heavy or as light as you wanted to, depending on the look you want. I'm then taking this shade here on a flat synthetic brush and just packing the colour onto that brown eye pencil.
At this step, try and push the product on rather than swiping the brush, otherwise you'll get a lot of fallout.
And then just to blend any harsh lines away, I'm taking this shade here, which we originally started off with, and just literally going underneath it just to blend anything away.
If you want a more bolder, sort of brighter look, you can use the orangey red colour that we used initially on the main parts of the eyelids.
For the inner corners of my eyes, I'm taking this shade here again that I use for my brows, and I'm just using a small sort of pencil brush and applying that to the inner corners of my eyes.
You can skip this step if you wanted to, but I just feel it brightens up the eyes a lot more.
And for my mascara, I'm taking the Better Than Sex mascara by Too Faced.
So I'm just doing 2 to 3 coats using this mascara, and this, I have to say, is one of my favourite mascaras to date.
For my falsies, I'm using none other than the Eldora false lashes, and this is in the shape number M108. So I'm back, got my lashes on. For my lips, I'm taking the Candy K Duo, which is the lip liner, and the liquid lipstick by Kylie Cosmetics.
So I'm just applying the lip liner first, just lining the outer rim of my lips and then just filling them in. And then I'm going in with the liquid lipstick, which is really, really good.
And then just in the middle of that, I'm taking the Tarte lip paint, and this is in the shade Namaste. And all I'm doing is just popping a tiny bit in the centre. So that's the look complete, guys. I'm going to come closer so you get a better idea of how it all looks. But hope you guys enjoyed it. Please do thumbs up if you did. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel too. I was going to go for a darker lip colour look and really heavy smoky eye as well. Just to fall into the winter time, but I wasn't sure, so let me know what you guys think, if I should or shouldn't do it. Please comment below. But this is the overall look for today, a sort of autumn type look with the oranges, browns, reds coming through, the colours that you generally tend to see on the leaves, you know, the colour changing and stuff. Yeah, I hope you guys liked it, and I will see you guys in my next video.